What's going on, gang? Welcome back to another episode of bwaynepresents, sponsored by Promarketize. Don't just advertise, Promarketize. I'm your host, B. Wayne. I'm here today with Lakeisha. What's up, Lakeisha?
How you doing?
Doing very well, thank you. Doing okay?
I'm doing fine.
Go ahead and give us your age and where you're located.
I am 48 years old and I am in Knightdale, North Carolina, which is close to Raleigh. But I have a birthday coming up April 9th.
And Team Aries.
Team Aries.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up, sis.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. And come to find out, Lakeisha and I messed around and went to school. We was in college together up at St. Aug. Shout out to St. Aug,
Yes.
St. Augustine's College,
Falcon.
with they expensive behind.
Yes.
Y'all know HBC. We rep the HBCUs. Y'all out there? What's up? What's up to the HBCUs? Shout out to y'all. So Lakeisha,
hmm
tell us a little bit about yourself.
Um, I am I am a single mother. I have three adult children, two grandchildren. I am a social worker and I'm currently in school getting my master's in counseling. Um, I am spiritual but not religious. And I've been trying to date, but with between work and family and all this stuff going on, it's been kind of hard. But at the same time, I think I found that since I got a little older, um, dating has became a little more complicated. It's not really as simple, but I'll say it's more complicated on the physical part of actually meeting someone, but the mental part I think is a little more clearer though than when I was younger. Um, Weeding out the
Riff Raff.
yes, 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 yes. So, I don't just give my telephone number out and then, when you're young, you give it out, kind of block them, or either you may didn't want to call, just you call them whenever you want a meal or something like that. I don't find myself going through that anymore. So people ask how it is. I think it's very easy to stay, um, to be single. I'll say now, and to eliminate the nonsense and riffraff, as you say. Um, I think I've been on probably in the past year or two, probably I'll say one or two dates if that, I've conversated with a couple of people, but now, and the conversation is not consistent. Um, and it's not saying that people aren't good people. It's just that I think whenever you meet someone and you really like them and y'all both match, it's kind of understood, you be consistent with that person. But that haven't happened. You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't know. It's just I don't know. And then with my spiritual belief, and with my family dynamics, it's kind of hard now because most people my age are kind of settled in what they want and where they are, and trying to merge a lot of stuff together. I think about that. I used to think I hear prenup now, right? And back in the day, you used to think prenup was like a bad thing. But I personally feel like with at our age, you meet people that's mostly established and have their own stuff going on. And I feel like a prenup would be very much needed, because if it don't work out, you take what you had, I take what I had, and we part ways. Because now we're thinking of saving and making a legacy or putting aside stuff for our children, our grandkids. So if you already have something, that's what. So I'm kind of now. I wanna meet someone. I really do, but I'm in the process of building my legacy for my grandkids and kids. I was a late bloomer. I started out in college and life started happening. Um, and I went to school, I stopped, I went to school to stop. So now I'm at this late age trying to get everything all together and trying to I guess purchase. I haven't even purchased my home, like, so I'm trying to do that so I can leave something for my kids. So I'm thinking about now, if I meet someone and we get a house together, like, who is it gonna, is like, most of the time people have kids, so they want to leave their kids something. So I'm thinking, well, maybe it would be nice if I met someone that already had theirs, and then I get mine. I don't know. It's just like, now I was like, well, maybe I should just be single. I don't know. And my mom was like, well, maybe you just stay here and you meet somebody that's fine with where they at. And I'm like, that might not sound so bad. I mean, I don't know. It's just a lot of dynamics and stuff now. It's kind of hard to just get mentally connected with someone. That's the easy part now. But then when you start trying to fit your families in and finances, and it gets kind of complicated. I don't know.
That's when stuff gets real. It's easy to, yeah, we can have lunch. Yeah, we can hang out. Yeah, even be keeping it real. Yeah, we can have sex. But when
Yes.
it comes down to, all right, we're about to connect our
Right.
households, our children hanging together, meet each other's family, adjusting to your work schedule, you adjusting to mine. Should we move here or there? Then it gets real,
It gets real,
much more of a commitment.
it gets real, Brian. I'm telling you. Um, Prime example. Recently, I've met this guy. Well, I've been knowing him, and um, we decided. I guess everything was moving kind of fast. He lived in another state, and he was talking about moving to North Carolina. And I mean, I love the energy, the way he treat me. I mean, everything checked off. But when he came, and we started, stuff started getting really serious. Um, we had to have that conversation, and he told me he was on disability. In my head, disability means limited income. The things that I want out of my life right now is there is no limit. Like, that's why I'm going back to school. It ain't because I just want to. I need more income. I want these things. I don't want to be limited, and respectfully and regretfully, I had to let him go. And I did. And it may sound bad to some people, but I had to choose me. I don't My biggest fear is to be broke and struggle. I didn't grow up with money. I had a mother and father, but my dad didn't believe that women should work. So my mom was a stay-at-home mom. So I grew up, we had hand-me-downs that was gifts to us, like I remember my first new item out of the mall came from me buying it at age 17 with a job I had. And they were some LA gears, you know?
I remember that. I remember
Yes.
LA good.
Right. So I'm just saying, and it's not, some people be like, it's not about the money, and you want to take that out, but it's about everything to me. It's about everything. And I look at that too. And I don't want to be with someone where um I'm trying to it's this certain home that I want, and you like, you only got a certain amount you can bring, and you can't go out. If you're on disability, you're kind of limited unless you go outside and do self-employment. You know what I'm saying? You're limited on your income at that point. And I don't want to be with someone that's limited on their income. And it may sound selfish, but I had to just be honest, because I knew if I stayed with him, that was going to become an issue, a very big issue, because I can remember we went out somewhere, and I don't limit myself whenever I'm out, but I feel like if we together, I don't care who card is swiped, long as it get paid for, if we together. So we was out, and he was encouraging, he had invited friends, he was encouraging them to get drinks and to get food, yeah. So I'm figuring, if you encouraging other people, because I got us, okay, but you encouraging other people, then you're gonna pay for it. Well, when the waiter came, I seen him pull out about 320s, and I wanted to say to myself, what you doing? Is that the tip? is that the tip? And I remember when she handed him the bill, he looked at it and I seen his eyes pop out his head. And I just remember I didn't want to be embarrassed. I said, just handle what you got. And I gave him my card. But I just thought about this. This is what my life about to be like. This is this. I don't want this. And that was at that moment I had to let reality hit myself, and the good connection, the way you treat me, the family dynamics, the spiritual part, the mental, all of that. I needed the financial part as well too. I needed that to match too. So I had to walk away, and I didn't want to say anything to him. I didn't want to hurt his feelings. Because I feel like as a man, and especially as black men, a lot of times, I understand that when a man, because I grew up with men, my dad and my grandfather were men. And when a man can't provide for his family, it makes him feel a certain type of way. And I didn't want to put that there because maybe he could provide, but it wasn't the providing that I would want. So I just was like, it's not going to work with us. And he always wanted to know why. And I prayed about it to see if this I should say something. And I hadn't received a confirmation of God to say something. I don't want to put him down because he's an awesome person. It's just not my awesome person for that. You
And
understand?
there's nothing wrong with that. And I commend you for knowing that, putting somebody where they belong. You made a friend, and maybe y'all will be able to be friends and be cool, but it can't go any further than that. And it's very important because a lot of women may have tried to finagle that or finesse that into something that wasn't meant to be, and end up in a worse situation for you, him, or both.
Hmm.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the things that you enjoy doing.
Okay.
What makes you happy? What do you enjoy spending time doing, getting involved in?
My favorite place to go is the beach. Um, and I'm also a family person, so I enjoy family, like cookouts, um playing spades, just the even if
No, you
it's
can't play no spades.
they can't play spades.
You
I
know you
learned how to
can't play no
the
spades.
same out. What? I am the spade queen.
Ain't it funny how you learn how to play cards in college?
I know, right? I picked that up.
Amen. All right, what else?
Um, I love traveling. I love especially going out of the country. I have a couple of places on my bucket list that I want to
What's
go.
number one? What's number one? If money is no option and I could wave a magic wand right now and you be in your dream spot, everything is paid for with money in your pocket, where would it be?
Paris.
Okay.
Yeah, Paris. I've always wanted to go to Paris. It's just something about Paris as a child I enjoyed studying the history and things. So and the love, if I say the city of love and stuff. So yeah, I want to go visit Paris, but I like doing different things. I get bored easily. Um so I'm always doing something. Even if I'm home, I love hookah. So I have my hookah. I love my wine. I love traveling. I like different wineries and stuff like
What's
that.
hookah? Is it just tobacco, or is it like flavored tobacco?
It's flavored tobacco. You can get some with nicotine. You can get some that don't have nicotine. It just depends.
Okay. Do
Yeah,
you inhale it or do you not inhale it?
I don't inhale.
Do other people inhale, or are you supposed to inhale, or
I don't think you're supposed to inhale.
so you do it
Yeah,
like a cigar?
yeah, yeah. It's like kind of like it's like in out.
Do you get a buzz from it, or it's just the flavor of it in your mouth?
I get a buzz. Now, my friends say they don't get nothing, but most of my friends that smoke weed, they don't like hookah. They like it don't do nothing but get them a headache because it's too strong. And I think
Okay.
that's the one with the nicotine in it. But it's relaxing for me. It
Okay.
makes me when I drink my glass of wine and hookah, it's very relaxing for me and it's legal. Cause people that smoke weed, they be like, well, that's what the weed do. And I be like, well, I can't smoke weed. Okay. I don't want
All
to lose my job. Um, so it's
What kind
relaxing.
of what kind of wine do you like? What's your preferred wine?
I love red or white, but I love sweet wines, moscatas, and sweet wines.
red wine puts me to sleep like nothing I've ever seen. I could drink a glass of red wine right now. I'd be somewhere asleep 20 minutes from now.
Oh goodness.
I love the taste of it, but for some reason, it's just like it's almost like an allergy. To explain it, I love the taste,
Mm-hmm.
but it will lay my ass out. But I do like red wine. I like white, and I'm not a connoisseur, so I like sweet stuff like yourself. I like Moscato
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and like really sweet wine. So that's me.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about your preferred dude. Who is your ideal guy? Do you have a type?
Mm, I have qualities, characteristics. So I
Let's
guess,
talk about the qualities and characteristics.
um I like a family man, um a man who believes in God, um a hardworking man, a man who likes to be a man. A lot of people ask me what I mean by that, but I'm old school, so I like men that they like the damsel in distress. They like to I want to feel safe. I want to feel like my man got me, you know. Um I like a man that is that can fit in kind of any situation, cuz I'm a very outgoing person. I have a lot of hats. Um and he don't have to be as outgoing as me, but also I want you by my side, so I don't want to feel awkward or like I gotta leave, or we doing couples thing, like, you know, you're being sourpuss, or we got people over the house, you in the back room making them feel like they should leave, you know. So I want someone that can match my energy. I like a man that's a very good communicator. I'm always I'm gonna tell you how I feel. Um, and I would like the same. Um, a man that know how to manage his time and his money. Um, a romantic man. I like to be surprised. Um, I like romance. So, um, I'll say, like, growing up, I wouldn't say my dad was not romantic. His idea of romantic was bringing my mama home a candy bar. But I like someone that pays attention. Um,
I'd be happy if my woman brought me a candy bar.
for real,
Hell
dad.
yeah. Damn right.
Yeah, he would bring her a candy bar, a Snickers bar. Um, once a
Bring me the bring me the Snickers with almond, baby.
Yep, that
Bring me
that's
the Snickers. Bring me the almond Snickers. Tell me, I would be happy.
oh
So he wasn't romantic. So you saw that, and you didn't really. That's even though you respect and admire your dad in a lot of ways. That was
hmm
one of the things that you would like in your man that he didn't necessarily possess. So let's talk a little bit about, and we're not gonna do. This is not a bring to the table discussion. This is because I don't care what nobody say. It's 100.
hmm
And if one person is bringing stuff and the other person is not, then you're a liability. You're not an asset. So what fool in their right mind would want to deal with with a liability?
right.
What I'm asking is, what is it about you? What qualities and characteristics do you possess that would make a man say, you know what, that's the type of woman that I could see myself doing for, living for, dying for, cherishing and spending the rest of my life protecting and providing for?
Um, I'm loyal, honest. Um,
That's number one.
yes,
If you're not loyal and honest, you don't even need to be
yeah,
you don't even need to be worried about getting a relationship. You need to stay in your side chick lane and play your
yes,
side chick role. So
right.
yeah, okay, okay.
Um, I'm very I'm understanding, um, not judgmental. Um, I am um I compromise. I'm a very good listener. I'm an active listener. Um, I'm also uplifting, spiritual, far as uplifting my partner, uplifting us. A prayer warrior. I know how to pray for those things that we need. We can pray together. Um, I'm
Let me
in,
ask you.
uh-huh.
You're funny. I'm sorry not to interrupt you. So, because you brought this up before, and I didn't want to forget it. You said you were spiritual,
Mhm.
not religious.
Mhm.
So, what are we talking about? What do you mean by that?
I believe in God. Um,
Hmm.
but I'm
What
not
God?
I believe in Jesus Christ,
There we go.
Jehovah Jireh,
There we go.
my
Okay.
provider.
All right. It's a
Yes,
lot of gods out here. We need
yes,
clarification. We need
yes,
specificity.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
So
yes.
please continue. You're funny. You're spiritual. You
Mhm.
accepted Jesus Christ as your personal Lord and Savior
Right.
because there
That's
is no other. The one true living God and His Son Jesus Christ, and
there
that's
is
how we get down. So
right.
I imagine it's important for you that any man who wants to approach you have the same type of
Mhm.
belief system.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. Um, I am funny, smart, um, educated. I do work. I'm a hard worker. I love family. So the bigger, the better. So, if I'm dating someone, I don't believe in step kids. I believe in we have kids. That's the way I see it. We have grandkids. I believe your parents, my parents, we got parents. Yeah, I'm all with the family thing. That's me. And also, I'm in great physical health. So I keep up with my doctor's appointments, my physicals. I stay on top of that. Those things. A lot of people don't think that's important, but to me, that's important.
When you get past 40 and you start creeping on towards 50, it's very important.
Yes, yes,
So,
yes,
to all the ladies and gentlemen that are watching and paying attention, you need to be up on your mammogram. You
yes.
need to be up on your prostate exams. You
Mhm.
need to be up on your colonoscopies. You need
Yes.
to up on your regular visits.
Mhm.
You
Yes.
need to be taking care of yourself and eating good, resting well, getting out to the gym from time to time, or even going
Mhm.
for a walk around the park or around your apartment complex or around your neighborhood a few times a week because it's getting real out here.
It's
And
getting
however, like I tell my kids, however we treat our bodies now, that's how our bodies are going to treat us later on.
That's it. Period. Yeah.
What have you found to be the most surprising, interesting, or shocking aspect of the dating world here lately? And when I say lately, I mean, say the last 3 to 5 years. If you've been in the dating space for that amount of time, I don't know how long you've been single.
Yeah. Communication. The way people communicate now, like I said, I'm old school. So I like conversation. I like in person. I can't get to know you and I can't connect with you through text. Um, and emails. I have to have you. I want you to pick up the phone and tell me good morning. I want you to ask me how's my day doing. You know, I want to actually go out to dinner and sit across from you without my phone. I do not like when I'm out, I want you to know I have your attention because you have mine. My phone is in my pocketbook. Turn out this is your time, that we want to I'm invested in this situation. And I feel like nowadays it's kind of like you get a text, where you at, what you doing. I'm only gonna text you if I can't talk. And that's gonna be brief. Like I'm at work, I'll hit you up. As soon as I get a minute, I'm gonna pick up the phone and give you a call. Now it's like people will text what you doing, how you doing, how was your day? And I'm not gonna do that. Cause once you text me 2 or 3 times and it starts getting longer, I'm like, okay, you can talk. So I'm gonna stop texting or I'm gonna pick up the phone and call you, you know. And if you can't talk, then we don't be texting. So I think that's been one of the biggest. One of my friends told me the biggest, and I agree that back in the days, you had your house phones. We didn't have social media and all of this, so everybody didn't have access to their person. Now, to be in a relationship, just to be dating, is a struggle to keep the attention of that one person because everybody has access to your person. So you got to actually wake up each morning and choose the person that you want to be with that day. And that means, no, I'm not going to be in anyone DMs. No, I'm not doing this. No, I'm not on this site. No, I'm not on that. Because if you don't, for that 1 second, people, my DMs are so full. I'm not, I just can't. It's single people, married people. It's like everybody has access to you. So if you are with someone that's choosing you in this day and time, you need to be really thankful on both ends, because it's so many other options and it's very easy access to them. You know, so that's another one. Yeah, because I like I said, I'm old school, but that doesn't take away the reality that new school done kicked in. And social media is very big. And I hear a lot of people say that it messed up their relationship, but the it's the person. A lot of people can't take it, can't take the access that people have to them. So they wanna reach out and connect with everybody and see everything. And it's just crazy. So I think that's one of the biggest things is the social media and the access, and the way people communicate and text, and not really knowing how to talk. Some people can text you a book, but get in front of your face or across from you and can't say 3 words.
You just said a word with that, what you were saying about social media and how you have to get up and choose your person. You have all these options. Because I think about that all the time. You're not the first woman that, a friend girl or home girl been like, she getting all kind of stuff in her DMs.
Hmm.
And then on top of that, you got ex-boyfriends and
Hmm.
friends with benefits reaching
Yeah.
out, checking up on her. She
Hmm.
getting dick pics in her DMs, dick
Hmm.
pics in her phone. She's getting emails from like, coworkers and former business associates who might be interested in her. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just really like, you know,
Yeah.
we went from approaching y'all at the grocery stores and gas stations from time to time to now we do everything but that.
Right.
And they everywhere.
Everywhere.
So how do we, for a man, how does it benefit us? Look us in the eyes as a collective to men and make us understand why we should think for a moment, with all of this attention that y'all are getting, a lot of attention that a lot of women are seeking. You got your exes and your friends with benefits and the guy you was just, having sex with, and the one-time guy, and this dude and that dude, and everybody from the UP, the FedEx man and the Amazon dude trying to holler at you, the young dudes, young niggas, like they say, trying to holler at you. You got old heads trying to get at you, give you some money, some sugar daddies, white co-workers and work husbands and work boyfriends. Why should we think for a moment that y'all are gonna actually, if I choose you and I lock you down, you're actually gonna be loyal? But all that temptation out there every single day for the average woman.
You're right. Well, I'll say for myself, I can't speak for everyone, but for myself, first of all, you have to connect with someone that knows who they are and know their worth and that know what they want. And it's a job. It's a job. Like I said, you gotta know that if I feel like if I give you my time, then I'm interested. So keep my attention, and I'm gonna keep yours. I'm gonna show you me. So then I can lock out. It doesn't matter who's in my DM or who's reaching out or who's doing this, because you have my attention, you have my focus. And whenever we get upset, because that's usually what happens when you get you get into an argument or something, then you want to follow the DMs, you want to go run back here, you want to do that. Then I'm gonna, instead of that, you have to be connected with someone that has a belief in God. You gotta pray. You don't run to somebody else. You gotta pray. If I have a problem with my mate, then I'm gonna talk with my mate and we're going to pray through this thing. So you have to be with someone that's spiritually connected as well. You have to be. You have to be. If not, that those things are going to happen. You're going to be all over the place. If you're all over the place, and it's not just in one area, it's in all areas. So a lot of times, a lot of people are not secure in themselves and they look for relationships to complete them. And those are the people that's not ready for the relationships. So you have to really dig deep and get to know the person that you're about to connect with and that you're intertwining with before you can allow them to trust you and you trust them with those things. So I can't say that everyone is reliable or trustworthy of those things. You just have to make sure you choose the person that's been through enough and said enough is enough, and this is what I want to do, and I choose you, and I'm going to continue to choose you and pray for us. That's it.
And if you're running back to your DMs every time you and your significant other have uh, a disagreement or y'all fall out, then it wasn't real anyway. You was just
Exactly.
male or female. You really just starting it up. You was just wasting time, spending time. You was just using that significant
Hmm.
other as a placeholder until you had an excuse to run out and do something else. That's not real.
Right.
If every time y'all have a little tat or whatever, even if y'all need some time or some space, the thought of dealing with somebody else shouldn't even come into play.
Right. You're right.
So, last thing, and I'm gonna get you out of here. And I really appreciate you being so generous with your time, and it's been a pleasure. Um,
Thank you.
what would you? Well, two things I want to say. I want to ask. What message would you want to give to the men on behalf of the women? Like we got all of this back and forth and this bickering and this modern day battle of the sexes between men and women, right?
Hmm.
On behalf of the women right now, I'm giving you permission. You speaking on behalf of all the women out here in the nation.
Hmm.
What message would you want to give to the men? What do you want them to know or understand?
That because of my spiritual belief, it said, "He that findeth." So when, as a man, I feel like whenever you choose that woman and you need to keep and make her feel that you've chosen her. I think a lot of times come with the insecurity and the not knowing, because we women, we think differently than you guys. A lot of times, a lot of men are more physical and we're more mental. And I think if you just listen to us and stay consistent with whatever it is, but if you listen to us, and we will give you the instructions. And I think also with God, let Him be your guide on the person, on your person, not your people, your person. That's one person. Because it says that He that findeth a wife, and that's not a girlfriend, it's not a side piece, obtains favor. And favor is not nothing that you deserve. Favor ain't nothing that you seen. It ain't even nothing that you asked for. It's things that you don't even see, but you get because you connected with the right person. So if you looking for your blessings and your right person, you need to find that person and connect, and you zoom in on that, and you don't have to worry about anything else, because problems gonna happen. But when you connected with the right person, you're gonna grow. You go where you can grow, and that's how you know where you're supposed to be, because you
Mm,
grow.
you are preaching. You are preaching. And see, one of the biggest issues we have, in my opinion, in
Mhm,
my estimation, with the whole modern day again, the battle of the sexes, that I'm calling a draw, and we're
mhm,
done with it. And we're going from this point forward, we're
mhm,
moving towards healing and forgiving and understanding and reuniting and teaching and cultivating each other and
mhm.
supporting each other. That's what we're going to be doing from this point on.
Yes.
Um, I think you have too many people out here speaking on behalf of everybody,
Mhm.
speaking as a collective, worrying about the collective. Well, men, y'all need to do da da da. Well, y'all women need to do da da da. When it really needs to be, the focus is, all right, let me focus on my woman.
Right.
Let me focus on my man.
Mhm. Mhm.
What he needs, what she
Mhm.
needs, what I
Mhm.
need from him, what she needs from me,
Mhm.
in order for us to work our stabilize our home and our marriage, right?
Yep.
Last question and get you out of here. There was one thing you would want people to know about you, last words, a message to the women, to the ladies out here, to the fellas out here, or something very personal for you, important to you that you would want the world to know, what would it be?
Um, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge me off of my looks or what you see. Um, I am I have a lot of parts of me. Um, and if you want to know, then you have to talk to me to get to know me, to break open those parts. And I promise you, you'll like what you see. That's
Amen.
it.
If you want to get in touch with Lakeisha, you can DM her through me, and I'll get that message to her. You can communicate with her in the comment section, and she can comment if she chooses. Always keep it respectful because that's how we get down over here. Thank you so much, Lakeisha. It has been a pleasure.
Thank you.